Howdy, howdy! So, the loss of Legends of Runeterra devastated you as much as it did me, and you've been searching for a game to fill the void created by lore's absence. Well, I'm here to tell you that while that void may never be truly filled to completion, Magic the Gathering Arena is a pretty solid second best. It's a free-to-play, PvP-focused, turn-based, virtual card game with the kind of depth that makes the Mariana Trench blush. It's as good as it gets in terms of replacements for lore. So, with that in mind, I figure I can do some good by making some quick tip videos to help MTGA beginners find their footing, so to speak. Let's get right into it. One of the most notable and key fundamental differences between Runeterra and Magic is the mana system. In Runeterra, mana is generated for free every turn for both players. In Magic, it's not so simple. In Magic, mana is represented by cards you run in your deck called lands. In a standard deck, which runs 60 cards, it's widely accepted that 20 to 24 of those cards should be lands. You don't want too few, obviously, because then you wouldn't be able to cast your spells. This is commonly referred to as a mana screw, but at the same time, you don't want too many. If your hand is all lands, you can't really do anything. This is commonly referred to as a mana flood. Keeping 3 lands in your opening hand is generally accepted as a good idea. But how do we use these lands? How do they work? Let's get into it. Every turn you can play 1 land, and typically each land can be tapped to produce 1 mana of a specified color. Plains tap for 1 white, swamps tap for 1 black, islands tap for 1 blue, forests tap for 1 green, and mountains tap for 1 red. The idea is you're tapping into the natural magic of these lands to generate mana for your spells, hence the term tapped when a card is used. So, instead of automatically generating mana every turn, your current lands untap at the beginning of your turn, and you are allowed to play 1 more land per turn. Just like in Runeterra, however, there are ways to get around this rule. Certain spells and abilities let you play more than 1 land per turn, and some creatures let you tap them for mana as if they were lands themselves, essentially letting you play multiple sources of mana per turn. If this kind of thing sounds exciting to you, then green decks are your friend, my friend. But in any case, it's simple. Play your mana per turn, and when you want to pay for a spell, tap the appropriate number of lands to produce the necessary amount of mana, and whammo blammo, you've done it. You've cast your spell. It is worth noting here that you don't have to manually tap every single mana every time you want to cast a spell. The game will auto-tap the appropriate cards for you. And generally speaking, it does so in the smartest fashion, so you don't have to worry about that. There are instances where you want to tap lands manually, but that's a discussion for another time. For now, that's all you need to know. If you made it this far, you're a fucking legend, and I hope that your coffee is always the right temperature. Good luck and have fun out there, y'all, and I'll see you in the next vid.